Good morning, children. In today's English class, we will be learning the poem Children's Morning Prayer. Okay, before we start, let us start watching a short video. Okay, I know you all love to watch video, right? Yes, so let us go for it. Let me just share the video with you all. Yeah. So here is the video.
Hey, let's say a little prayer before we start our day. Let us thank God for the lovely things He has given us.
If you know the song, you can sing along.
God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So deep, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love.
Wow, that was so beautiful, right? Okay. Now, since you all have watched the video, uh, just think, what was the video about? The video was about God's love, right? About the children praying to God or thanking God for beautiful things around, right? Yes. In the same way, now we too have a poem which is Children's Morning Prayer. Okay, so I am sure that you all pray to God in the morning, before coming to school, and even before going to bed, right? So let us see what is there in the poem. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the poem. You have to listen to it carefully and then tell me what, and then think what you have understood about the poem. So let me just share the poem with you too. So here we have the poem. Okay. This is the children's morning prayer. Let me read it. You'll have to listen to me very carefully. Yes? Okay. Lord, in the morning I start each day by taking a moment to bow and pray. Beginning with thanks, I then give praise for all your kind and loving ways. Today, if sunshine turns to rain, if a dark cloud brings some pain, I won't doubt or hide in fear, for you, my God, are always near. I will travel where you lead. I will help my friends in need. Where you send me, I will go. With your help, I'll learn and grow. Hold my family in your hands as we follow your commands. And I will keep you close in sight until I crawl in bed tonight. Amen. Now, this is a prayer which the poet always does in the morning. Okay? Now you have to think, what did you understand from the poem? What did you understand when I read the whole poem? Yes, you can see that how the child is praying to God, right? The child is thanking God and then asking to bless his family, right? So let us go deep into what the poet is trying to tell us. Okay, so I will now share a PPT with you all and then learn about each line, what the poet is trying to tell us. Okay, here in the first slide, you can see the pictures, right? You can see the picture of the child waking up in the morning, praying to God, right? The children are praying to God here. So let me just read and explain to you. Lord, in the morning I start each day by taking a moment to bow and pray. Beginning with thanks, I then give praise for all your kind and loving ways. So in the morning, the first thing the poet does is he prays to God. He starts his day by praying to God. And how does he pray? He takes a bow and pray to God, right? So how does he begin with prayer? He begins the prayer with thanks. That means he gives thanks to the God for all the beautiful things, right? So beginning with thanks, I then give praise for all your kind and loving ways. He thanks God for giving him all the things and praises God for his kind and loving ways. Okay, so the poet starts the day with a prayer by bowing his head, and he starts the prayer by giving thanks and praising God for all the kind and loving ways. So what do you mean by the word praise? Here, the word praise, you can just look at the screen here. The word praise means you're speaking well of, you're speaking good about the things or the person. Okay, so here the poet is speaking good about or is speaking well of God. Okay, so the first stanza is clear. Let us go to the next one. Today, if sunshine turns to rain, if a dark cloud brings some pain, I won't fear or hide, I won't doubt or hide in fear, for you, my God, are always near. Now, in this stanza, the poet is saying that even if sunshine turns to rain, that means even when there's a bright sunshine and when I'm playing outside with my friends, if there is a dark cloud and if there is rain, I will not fear, I will not doubt or have fear because I know my God is always with me. My God is always near, right? What happens when there is sunshine? Your parents will let you play, right? You can go out and you can play. But at the same time, if there is a dark cloud and if it is going to rain, or if there's lightning, thunder, will your parents let you play? No. And what happens? You feel sad, right? And you feel scared when you see the dark clouds, right? You are scared about the lightning and thunder, right? But here the poet is saying that I won't be scared. Fear and scared. I won't be afraid because I know that my God is always with me. Okay, so you can also look at the picture here. You can see that there is bright sunshine and then you can see the dark clouds coming in and the heavy rain. And you can see the child, right? He feels scared looking at the cloud, but then he realizes that God is with me. I don't have to fear. Okay, so this is about the second stanza. Now let us go to the next one. Yeah. I will travel where you lead. I will help my friends in need. Where you send me, I will go with your help and learn and grow. Here, the first line, I will travel where you lead. In a sense, the poet says that I will go where you show me the way. I will go as per your plan. Okay, the poet is saying, poet is having a trust, a belief in God. He says that I will travel where you lead. I will help my friends in need. Just like you all are good children and helping your friends, even the poet is saying that he will help his friends in need. So where you send me, I will go. So whatever the path you show, whatever you plan for me, I will do that. So I will go according to that. Okay, and with your help, I'll learn and grow. So with God's help, you learn many things and you grow. That is what the poet is trying to explain in this stanza. Okay, you can see the path, right? Path is the way. Okay, so I will repeat again. I will travel where you lead. Okay, here travel. The word travel means you're going somewhere far. You're going on a journey. Okay, so I will travel where you lead. Wherever you take me, I will go. So I will help my friends in need. You can see the second picture, right? So I will help my friends in need. Whenever my friend need any help, I will help them. Where you send me, I will go. Wherever you send me, I will go. Whatever you have planned for me, I will go ahead. I will do it. Right? With your help, I'll learn and grow. So with the help of God, I will be able to learn new things and grow. Okay. Now let's go to the next stanza. Yes. Let me read it. Hold my family in your hands as we follow your commands, and I will keep you close in sight until I crawl in bed tonight. Now, the first line, hold my family in your hands. Just like how you pray to God for your family, in the same way the poet is praying to God and telling God to take care of the family. Okay? Hold your family in your hands. That means protect them, keep them safe. So the poet is telling, hold my family in your hands, which means keep my family safe and protect them. Okay? As we follow your commands. That means as we are following your orders. Commands are orders. You're telling someone what to do. That is a command. You're giving a command. Okay? It's called order. Commands means order. As we follow your commands, as we follow your order, or as we follow what you say or what you instruct. Okay? And I will keep you close in sight until I crawl in bed tonight. Okay. I will keep you close in sight means you're keeping God in front of your eyes. In the sense, you're thinking about God and having a picture about your God whom you pray in front of you. Okay? Until I crawl in bed tonight. So, until I go to bed. What do you mean by crawl? I hope you all know, right? You can see the babies, moving around in the house with the help of their hands and knees, right? When they're not able to walk, they first start crawling. That is using their hands and knees to move. That is called as crawling. The same thing you can see in the bed, right? Sometimes if you have a sibling, you can see them crawling in the bed, right? In the same way, here the poet is saying, until I crawl in bed tonight, until I go to sleep. Right? So I'm going to repeat it again. Hold my family in your hands. That means protect my family or keep them safe as we follow your commands, as we follow your orders or instructions. And I will keep you close in sight. I will always keep you in my mind or keep you in front of my eyes until I crawl in bed tonight, until I go to sleep. Okay, so this is all about the poem. You can also look at the picture here. Okay, you can see the happy family picture. You can see that the whole family is praying to God, right? And the next picture, you can see the two children are praying to God before they go to sleep. I hope you all pray to God before you go to sleep, right? If not, you should start doing it. You need to thank God for all the things you have done the whole day, or how the God has helped you the whole day, and also pray for a better tomorrow. Yes, and then you can sleep peacefully. Okay, so now let's go to the question answers. Let me see whether you can recall something from the poem and answer. Yeah. How does the poet start each day? I repeat, how does the poet start each day? You remember in the poem we read, yes, by bowing and praying. The poet starts each day by bowing and praying. Second one, does the poet hide in fear when the dark clouds bring some pain? Does the poet get scared and he go and hide himself? No. The poet does not hide anywhere out of fear, because he knows that God is always with him. Good. Next one. Where will the poet travel? Where will the poet travel? Recall from the poem. Yes. The poet will travel where God leads her. Right? Wherever the God leads, the poet will travel that way. Right? Next one. What does the poet keep inside until she crawls to bed? I repeat, what does the poet keep inside until she crawls to bed? Yes, the poet keeps God inside until she crawls to bed. Right? She thinks about God. She keeps a picture of God in her eyes. I mean, she remembers God. She keeps God in her mind before going to bed. Okay. So next one. What is the name of the poem that we are studying? Oh, this is very easy. What is the name of the poem we are studying? Right. Children's Morning Prayer. Okay. Who is the poet of this poem? Did you observe the name of the poet anywhere? No? Let me show you where it is. Okay. Here. The poem is written by Mary Fairchild. Okay. Here the poet is Mary Fairchild. This poem is written by Mary Fairchild. Okay. Now let us continue. So we have done this, right? Yeah. So what does the poet do after thanking God? After thanking God, what does the poet do? He praises God for the kind and loving ways, right? Beginning with thanks. Remember, beginning with thanks, I then give praise for the kind and loving ways. So after thanking God, the poet praises God for his kind and loving ways. What brings pain in the poem? What brings pain in the poem? You remember when there is a sunshine, what brings pain? The dark clouds. Very good. Dark clouds bring pain. Why would the poet follow God? Why would the poet follow God? She trusts that whatever God will do will be the best for her. Okay? She knows that whatever God does is the best for her. So she follows God. What will happen because of God's help? What can you do with God's help? There is a stanza in the poem. What will happen because of God's help? The poet will learn and grow. The poet will learn and grow. Very good. So I'm sure you all have understood what was there in the poem, right? So I would now like to recall the vocabulary. Okay, let us recall some of the words, difficult words. Yes, so let me share the screen again. Here, let me show you difficult words and let's revise. Okay, just a minute. Yes. Now, beginning with thanks, I then give praise. We discussed what is the meaning of praise, right? So let us see here. The word praise means speaking well of. You're speaking well of. You're speaking good about a person. Okay, you're speaking well of. And how do you read it? Even though the spelling is Praise, we read the word as praise. Okay, which gives a z sound at the end. Pronounce the word along with me. Praise. Say it again. Praise. Good. So the word praise means to speak well of. Okay, so let's go to the next one. If a dark cloud brings some pain, I won't doubt or hide in fear. Now there is a word doubt. What do you mean by doubt? Yes, doubt means feeling of being unsure. You don't know whether it's correct or wrong, or whether whether it is there or not. You have a doubt. You're confused. Okay. Now, for example, I'm asking you to asking you whether you have done your homework, which I gave long back. So you will be thinking you are actually not sure whether you have done the homework or not. So that is a doubt. Okay, so that is a doubt. When you're not sure, or if I'm asking you whether you have brought your math book or English book, you don't know. You don't know whether you have kept the book yesterday or you have brought it today. You're not sure about it, right? So that is doubt. That means the feeling of being unsure. You're not sure whether you've brought it or not. Okay, so that is the meaning of doubt. Now, how do you pronounce doubt? D-O-U-B-T. The spelling is doubt. D-O-U-T. You can see the letter B there, but it is not making any sound. Right? Yes, you pronounce in the same way. Right? The spelling is D-O-U-B-T, but you pronounce it as doubt. Repeat after me. The word is doubt. Repeat again. Doubt. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Hold my family in your hands as we follow your commands. The word command. What do you mean by the word command? Yes, order. Command means order. You're giving some instructions to do something. You remember in the assembly we have a person who gives us a command, right? School attention, school standards. Yeah, you remember that, no? What is he doing? He is telling us what to do. He's giving us orders. You have to be in attention position. You have to be in standards, right? So that is a command what is giving to us, right? So command meaning order. Now how do you pronounce command? It's command, command. Okay, command. And how do you spell it? C-O-M-M-A-N-D, command. All right. So I'm sure you are clear with the vocabulary and how to pronounce the words. Yes? Okay. So now let us move on to the next one. You will have to now solve a worksheet. Okay, so let me share with you the worksheet here. Okay, you have to match the following vocabulary to its correct meaning. So I'm going to read the words first. I'm going to read the words here, vocabulary. Okay, the first one is travel. Second one is doubt. Third one is command. Fourth one is crawl. And number 5 is praise. Okay, now I'm going to read all the meanings. What you have to do is match it. Okay, A, to move forward on hands and knees. To move forward on hands and knees. The second one, to speak well of someone. To speak well of someone. Third one, to make a journey. I repeat, to make a journey. Fourth one, to be unsure of something. To be unsure of something. And the fifth one is to order. Fifth one is to order. Okay, so you will have to solve it. You can match it drawing a line, or you can also write the first one, which is the correct meaning. You can write whether it's A or B or C or D. Okay, so you can start doing it now. Come on. I'm giving you some time to complete the worksheet. Read the words carefully. Read the words carefully while doing the worksheet. Read loudly so that you can hear what you're reading, understand what you're reading. Okay? Yes. Take your time, read and do the worksheet. Okay. Now I hope you all have done the worksheet. Yes? So now let me share the answers with you. Okay? Now you have to check whether you got it right or not. The first one is travel. What is the meaning of travel? Travel is to make a journey. Travel meaning to make a journey. The second one is doubt. What is the meaning of doubt? We discussed it, right? The meaning of doubt is to be unsure of something. The meaning of doubt is D. Second one is D, to be unsure of something. Third one is command. Third one is command. Now what is the meaning of command? Command is to give orders or to order. Okay, command is to order. Number 3, the answer is E. Please put a tick mark. The next one is crawl. Crawl meaning to move forward on hands or knees. Crawl meaning A, the first one, to move forward on hands and knees. Remember, you have to put a tick mark, okay? Next, praise. The meaning of praise is to speak well of someone. The meaning of praise is to speak well of someone. So, answer for the fifth one is B. So, put a tick mark if you have got it correct, and if you have got all correct, you'll also put a small star on it. Okay? you got it all correct, you can put a star. You can draw a star for yourself. So that was good. Okay. So now let me stop this and then we'll move on to the. Okay. So let us now move on to the next one. That is, let us solve the question answers from the text. Let us do some exercises. Okay. So here I would be sharing the textbook with you all. Okay. Now here we're starting with the first exercise. Okay, comprehension. What you have understood from the poem. What does the child do in the morning? Bow and pray or yawn and sleep? What does the child do? Yes, you have to tick the answer. I'm not going to tell you the answer now. You have to tick the answer. Okay. Next one. What does the dark cloud bring with it? Pain or happiness? The dark cloud bring with it happiness or pain? Whichever is the correct one, read the word and answer it. Yeah, you have to put a tick mark. Okay, you can see the dot there, right? Yeah, next to the dot, you can put a tick mark, whichever is the correct one. Yes. Third one, with whose help will the child learn and grow? I repeat, with whose help will the child learn and grow? With mother's help or God's help? You have to do it according to the poem, what the poet has told. With whose help will the child learn and grow? With his mother's help or God's help? Okay. So I hope you've done this exercise. Shall we discuss the answers for it? Okay. The first one. What does the child do in the morning? Correct. Bow and pray. The child bow and pray. What does the dark cloud bring with it? Happiness or pain? Yes, pain. You have it in here. You can see that now. So dark cloud brings some pain. Next one. With whose help will the child learn and grow? With his mother's help or the God's help? Very good. God's help, right? You have it here in the poem, right? With your help. Whose help? Your help means God's help. With your help, I'll learn and grow. Now, let us answer the questions. What does the child thank and praise God for? I repeat, what does the child thank and praise God for? Now remember, when you're answering this question, don't write only words. Okay, you have to write in a sentence. You have to write it in a sentence, only one sentence. Okay, don't write only 2-3 words as answers. It has to be in a sentence. And we always start the sentence with the capital letter. You all know that, right? Yes. We always start the sentence with a capital letter. So what does the child thank and praise God for? Think. I'll take you to the answer. Okay. You have the answer over here. The child thanks and praise God for his kind and loving ways. You can see this here. Yes. So all the answers are given in the textbook. It's there in the poem. You only have to frame it in a proper sentence and write it. Okay. So the first answer is the child thank and praise God for his kind and loving ways. The child thank and praise God for his kind and loving ways. Now, shall we put the second one? Why does the child have no fear? This is easy. Why does the child have no fear? Why the child is not afraid? Think. Think and be ready with your answer in a sentence. Okay? Why does the child have no fear? How you will start the answer? The child. You will start the answer with the child. Okay, so the child have no fear. The child have no fear because he knows that the God is always near. Right? He knows that God is always with him. So how will you write it in a sentence? The child has no fear because for her, God is always near. The child has no fear. We are going to start with the child. Okay, the child has no fear because the God is always near. I'll repeat again. The child has no fear because for her, God is always near. Okay. Now, let me just go to the next question. When will the child help his friends? Remember, when do you help your friends? And what is given in the poem? When will the child help his friends? Now I'm taking you back to the poem again. There is a line which says, I will help my friends in dash. Need, right? Yes. So the answer will be, the child will help his friends when they are in need. Okay? The child will help his friends when they are in need. See, whenever you answer the question, remember it has to start with a capital letter, and also what the question is about, that will be first. Like, when will the child help his friends? So half of the answer is there. The child will help his friends when they are in need. Okay, and how do you end the sentence? With a full stop. Right? Remember these two things whenever you're writing a sentence. Start with a capital letter and end it with a full stop. Okay? Yes. Next one. What does the child request God to do for his family? What does the child request God to do for his family? Think. There's a line in the poem. Refer the poem. What does the child request God to do for his family? Okay. Now let me take you to the poem. Here. There is a line which says, hold my family in your hands. What does that mean? Hold my family in your hands and protect and save them. Right? Keep them safe. So how will you answer it here? What does the child request God to do for his family? So the answer will start from here now. The child requests God to hold his family in his arms. In his arms, like this. This is protect them or save them. I'll repeat the answer. The child requests God to hold his family in his arms. Okay, I'll repeat. The child requests God to hold his family in his arms. Hold his family in his arms. That means protect the family or keep them safe. Okay. Yes. The next question, the last question. What promise does the child make to God in the end? What happens at the end? What promise does the child make to God in the end? I'm giving you some time to think. Think what is happening in the poem at the end. What happens? Sorry, what promise does the child make to God in the end? Okay, let me just show you that. Here, this is the end of the poem, right? So what promise does he do? What does the child say? And I will keep you close in sight until I crawl in bed tonight. Yes? So the child promises God that she will keep God inside till she falls asleep. Okay? See, pick the answer from here. It's there the question only, right? So you will start with the child promises God to keep him in her sight and then fall asleep. The child promises God that she will keep him in her sight and then fall asleep. Okay, I'll repeat it again. The child promises God that she will keep him in her sight. That means keeping in front of her eyes or remember him every day. The child promises God that she will keep God in her sight and in her sight till she falls asleep. Okay, the child promises God that she will keep him in her sight till she fall asleep. Okay, so you have to write it down in a sentence. I'll repeat again, and always the sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay, so I hope you will answer all these questions, and remember your handwriting should always be neat. I know you all write very neatly. You have to take a little extra care and write. You must be a little better. You must have a better handwriting now. Okay, so complete these question answers. Okay, so I hope you all have done the question answers. I hope it's completed now. So let us now move on to the next one. Okay, it's very easy. You have to do it on your own. I will just read it for you. Okay, so let me share it with you all. Yes. Match column A with the right answer in column B. So column A, I'm going to read it and then let's go to column B. Okay. A. The child starts each day by, what does it do? Think. Okay. Second one, the child will go wherever. The continuation of the lines is given here in column B. Okay. Third one, the child will keep God close in sight until when? Until what? What next? Okay. So think. Now I'm going to read B so that easily you can match it on your own. Right? So starting from B, first one. He crawls in bed at night. Now try to relate it. He crawls in bed at night. Bowing to pray. Bowing to pray. Third one is God sends him. God sends him. Okay, so just read carefully again. If you have a doubt, that means if you are unsure, you know the meaning of doubt, right? Unsure. So do it now. I'm giving you some time to do it. Okay, so think, read, recall from the poem and match it. I hope you're done. Yes, now let me continue. The child starts each day by bowing to pray. Correct? Put a tick mark if it is right. Second one, the child will go wherever God sends him. The child will go wherever God sends him. The third option from B. If you have matched it, put a tick mark there. The next one, the child will keep God close in sight until he crawls in bed at night. The child will keep God close in sight until he crawls in bed at night. So, first one. C is the first one. So, if you have matched all the three properly, just give a tick mark. Yeah, correct it yourself. Now, coming to the next interesting one, that is rhyming words. Okay, so for this, I will have to show you something. Let me just write some words. Okay, let me just share the white screen with you on whiteboard. Okay, now what is rhyming word? What do you mean by rhyming words? Rhyming words. Now, you all have learned about rhyming words in grade 1. I think you have learned, right? Yes. So rhyming words are nothing but the words which are having the same sound at the end. Okay, the ending sound will be the same. I'll give you examples to which you can understand better. Now, if I write the word kind, okay, which words are rhyming with the word kind? Find. What about the word find? When I write find here, you can see that the word kind is ending with ind sound, right? And the same with find is also ending with the word, ending with the sound ind, ind, right? Kind, find. Both are having the ind sound, right? Next word. Let me write the next word which is rhyming with it. Mind. Even the word mind is ending with ind sound, right? Yes. Now let me go to the next word. Day. Remember, when you're writing rhyming words, the word should end with the same sound. Okay? So the word day is ending with the A sound. So you have to think of other words which are having the A sound. Okay? For example, the words say. It's having A sound, right? At the end. Then think of the word pray. Pra, A. It's ending with A sound, right? Pray is ending with A sound. What else? Tray. Tra, A. Again, it's ending with the A sound. A-Y. Right? I hope this is clear to you all. Rhyming words are the words which are having the same sound at the end, or which are ending with the same sound. Okay? Beginning word or the beginning sound can be anything, but it has to end compulsorily. It has to end with the same sound, right? Yes. Now let me go back to the textbook. Okay, and then we will have to do the exercise. So now let me share the textbook with you all. Yes, coming to this rhyming word. Let us read what is the question. Okay, write the rhyming words from the poem for the words given below. One has been done for you. Now here, these words have to be selected or you have to take it from the poem. Okay, from this poem. The first word is day, right? And the verb which is rhyming with it is pray. If you can see in this here, see the word day is ending with a sound, and the next line we have the word pray, which is also ending with the a sound, right? In the same way, there are many other rhyming words. Okay, there are some rhyming words in this poem, and what you have to do, you have to identify which are the rhyming words. Okay, so coming to this here, next one is rain. So you go through the poem and identify which is a word that is rhyming with rain. Remember, it has to end with a ain sound. Okay. Next one is fear. Third one is fear. Here the word has to end with the sound ear. Okay. So again, go back, read the poem, and see which word is ending with the ear sound. Next word is sight. Sight. The rhyming word here should end with the sound it. Okay, so let me give you some time. Think, read the poem, see the words which are rhyming with the given words there, and write it. See where is rain. See which word is having the same ending sound as ain. Again, we have fear. Which word is having the same ending word as fear? And here we have sight. Which is a word which is rhyming with sight? Think and write it. Okay? Yes. So you will also write down some more words which you come across in the poem in your book. Not in your textbook. You can write it down in your rough book. Okay? Some words which are in the poem which are rhyming. It's not given over here. Okay, there are some more words which are rhyming. So those words you have to pick and write it in your book. Is it clear? Yes. So let us now go to the next one. So the next one is sorting out the vowel sounds. Okay, what you learned in grade 1 as walking vowels, we will just recall that again. Okay, so this one we will be doing in the next class. Until then, you have to read the text, you have to read the poem, try to solve the question answers on your own. Okay, and read the poem, find out more rhyming words. Okay, so that is all for today's class. Bye-bye.